As of Friday, February 9th, Jesenice's channel, KIMUSENI, was shut down by Google and YouTube. They said that after the review, it determined the activity in the account violated their community guidelines with regards to spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. Now, as far as we know, we haven't violated any of those guidelines. In fact, it's a family-friendly channel, and we make sure that we stay true to that. Now, the only thing that I could think of is that on that day, so they shut it down at about 8:30 at night. I mean, nothing. You can see any of our channel. They remove all the videos, totally shut it down. And I did put on appeal and waiting for the response to see if they'll reinstate it or not. And the only thing I can think of is February 9th was a big snow day here in Chicago. Lots of snow, and the snow is going to be going on for the next few days. So the schools were shut down during that day, and we were all shut in our house. Really couldn't go out. So we were pretty busy on YouTube, including myself and Jesenice, and catching up on our comments and replies to our subscribers, supporting their videos and all that stuff. And I think by the amount of traffic that we were doing, maybe that triggered something with the algorithms or the robots that YouTube have in place, and flagged our comments as spam maybe, and it was just too much. Or maybe they said they were just thinking it's impossible for somebody to spend that much time commenting in one day. Well, you know, we had nowhere else to go, and we're all inside the house. So that's another reason that I could think of. Or somebody could just be reporting us left and right that we don't know about. Now, prior to this incident, I do occasionally check our standing, and you know, we've been in good standing. We've had no strikes or nothing that nature. In fact, all the videos that we do, even the thumbnails, are from the video itself. We don't do any clickbaits or anything like that, or any deceptive things to get viewers. In fact, in the past we have been approached by many partners and some other products to feature them in our channel, but at this point, to be true and to be honest with the contents that we produce, we've declined them, every single one of them. And sometimes some of them doesn't take it so gracefully, and actually will have a pretty bad response when we do decline them. Just to give you a brief history on that, you know, Jesenice loves to make videos, so that's what she did. And, you know, we encourage that as a parent, but we never push our children to do these things. They do it on their own, and when we see goodness in that, then we'll try to support them the best we can. But you know, we started the channel in 2010, and believe it or not, in 2015, which is 5 years later, you know, we were very excited that she reached 50 subscribers. Well, actually 47, because 3 of those subscribers were from the immediate family member, myself, her brother, and the mom. So from 2015 to 2017, she had grown from 50 subscribers to over 3,000, going close to 4,000 subscribers when they were shutting us down. And I did notice in the last few days before the shutdown that she was getting maybe about at least one subscriber every half an hour. Continuously. So it was growing in the last few days before the shutdown. So that could have triggered something too with the algorithms and the robots of YouTube and Google Plus, that there was unusual activity, but because she was getting a lot of subscribers. And also with subscriptions, you know, we don't tell people to subscribe to our channel and I'll subscribe you and that sort of thing. When we subscribe to a channel, we do like it, and then Sometimes we just comment that we hope that they subscribe back. But for the most part, we leave that alone and we let the viewers decide whether they want to stay on the channel or not. But we want to stay true to our craft. In fact, some of the videos, most of the videos that we produce, that's about 5 minutes long, so we try to keep it short as much as we can. It took years to make it, in the making, believe it or not. If you see some of our garden documentary, it's an entire season that we do go out there and, there's documenting the whole process from beginning to the end and putting it in 5 minutes with a little bit of entertainment. And it's just amazing to see my daughter grow and hone in her art in front of the camera. Pretty witty and funny gal, very intelligent. And so it's heartbreaking when a big company like YouTube kind of just, out on the left field, will just shut you down like that without any notice. But it's also a good lesson. I did finally told her about it this morning, and she's been crying nonstop. But I told her we'll get through it, and it's just another bump on the road, and perseverance is the key to it all. Now we're hoping that's just because Google is such a big company that those are just mistakes and errors. Because as we've said, we've always tried to follow the procedures the best we can, the best we understand it anyway, and no deceptive, none of that stuff. So I did send an appeal, and hopefully we get to hear from them within the next few days, maybe a week. We'll give it about a month, maybe in a couple of weeks. This whole thing caught us by surprise, and we would never expect that this would happen, since we try to do the best we can to follow all the guidelines and stay true to our crafts. But it also teaches us a great lessons, I guess, that big companies like Google can pretty much mandate how they want to run the business. It's a shame that they offer these platforms on a scale, offering it to people that says, listen, you can do this, you can do that. But at the same time, there's a deep censorship. And at the end of the day, it still makes you worried that this could happen without any warning. And that at the end of the day, they're still the boss. And that you do what they tell you to do. Or sometimes they'll just do whatever they want to do. So, as a parent, I have to kind of think about this whole thing a little bit deeper. And do I want to put my daughter in that situation where, you encourage them to hone in their crafts, support them for all the positive ways and the reasons that to succeed in life, and at the end of the day, knowing that somebody else could shut you down like that. So we have to look at other alternatives as a parent, I think, generally. Another alternative I'm thinking is putting her in another platform. But then again, it's the same. You might run into the same issues later on. So I think if YouTube doesn't reinstate her channel back, I think I'm just gonna have to get her own website, and she can just load in her creative outlets in that website, so that it is online for anybody to check it out and see, and not have to worry about getting shut down in censorship or telling us how it should be done. I think that would be a good lesson for her, for us to maybe continue with YouTube for her. There'll always be that in the back of your mind. That's maybe a little bit worried, because you know that maybe next week, the following week, they could shut you down again. And it doesn't have to be for anything. They could shut you down for whatever reason it may be. Or it could be some false accusation from some other channels. I know it's been going on, but I know I'm a little bit biased because, she's my daughter. But in the same token, if they can shut down a channel with you know, a family-friendly PBS type channel that's family-friendly in a way, that doesn't abuse anything that's, you know, being given to us. It's kind of a nerve-wracking feeling that somebody could do that at any time. So anyway, if you're watching this, you probably did a search on KIMUSENI channel and see that this is probably the only thing that will pop in. So hopefully this is just a whole big mistake, misunderstanding from YouTube, and that her channel will be reinstated again soon. But if it doesn't, then it's been fun, and we'll see you in our next venture. Thank you.